Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel.
Today we are going to be showing you how to make some awesome, delicious smash burgers using the indoor grill.
Now, without any further ado, let's get into it. For this recipe, you're going to need beef mince. We've gone for 20% fat, 1 beef steak tomato, an onion, a dill pickle, some cheese, burger buns, salt and pepper, and then any additional sauces you might like. We're also going to need a little bit of butter for toasting the buns and some oil for the burgers. For our burgers, we used a 500-gram packet of beef mince, which is split into 6 meatballs. Okay, now let's get cooking. First things first, we're gonna have to turn the Ninja on, put it on the flat plane mode on 200 degrees and let it preheat. And now we wait. Now about 5 minutes and 1 wardrobe malfunction later, we are ready to cook. I was wearing white. So, lid goes up. I'm going to add a little bit of butter to the flat plate and then I'll toast some buns. I'll just put a little bit of butter on the flat plate. Now the butter's nice and melted. We're going to add the buns. We'll give them a little bit of time so they can get nice and crispy. Slowly getting there. And because the flat plate is non-stick, you don't actually have to add butter, so the buns won't stick. It's just more for flavor and a bit of extra color. Let's see how we're getting on. Oh yes, that's what we're talking about. Okay, now the buns are ready and toasted. I'm going to remove them and place them on a wire rack because I don't want them to condensate on a plate. Okay, now next up, we're going to add a little bit of oil and then we'll be grilling the onions. Just a couple of sprays of oil and we're ready to add some onions there. If you just want to keep your onions raw for the burger, that's absolutely fine, but we like to toast them just a little bit. Toast them, for sake. If you prefer your onions raw in the burger, that's absolutely fine. We like to have them a little bit grilled. Now the onions are ready. I'm going to take them off the grill onto a plate. And we'll come back to them when we are ready to assemble the burgers. Okay, now the exciting part, I'm going to add just a little bit more oil. Nothing is going to stick onto this plate, but just want to make super sure. Okay, now the meat is ready to go onto the grill. I'm going to put 2 burgers on. So, number 1 and number 2. Going to give them a little seasoning with some salt and pepper. Now we're using a bit of parchment paper over the top of the burger so that the plate doesn't stick to it. It's gonna go nice and flat. And it is good to have a bigger burger press rather than one that is too small. Oh, look at that. Smells and looks amazing. We're gonna wait until we start to see the color on the outside of the patty changing and then we'll flip. Okay, I'm starting to see the edges changing color. So we are now going to flip. Oh, there we go. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for some nice and crispy bits. There we go. Now that the burgers are flipped, we're going to add some salt and pepper and a slice of cheese. Now we'll wait for the other side to cook and also the cheese to melt before we remove them. Hopefully this cheese is actually going to melt quite nicely because we didn't quite want to use the sort of plasticky fake cheese. Oh yes, we're getting nice and melted. Okay, now I'm going to add some sauce to the buns. We're gonna keep it nice and simple. We're gonna add some ketchup, some barbecue, and a little bit of hot sauce. Gonna distribute that nicely on the buns. Okay, now we are ready to remove the burgers. Now we're going to finish cooking the rest of the patties and we'll be back with the final assembly. Okay, now we are done cooking all of the patties. We've gone for a double and a quadruple burger because why not? And now let's assemble them.
There's the size difference. I'm not even going to be able to put my mouth around that. I think it's only right that we do a traditional taste test. So,
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Oh wow. That is good. That is real good. When you're making these burgers, you really have to go for the more fatty meat because if you opt for the leaner 5%, 10% beef, you're just not going to get the same result, not the same flavour. This is amazing.
Dare I say, the best homemade burgers we have ever made.
Definitely.
And if you have tried them, let us know in the comments down below what you think of them. But for us, they are a winner.
And let us know if you want to see more recipes using the indoor grill.
Now we're gonna go ahead and finish our burgers and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for tagging along.